coming into the corner. Well, hard to call that one.
Yeah, feeling the pressure at this one with the world on his shoulders. I just wanted to get it from your thoughts.
I think yes, because you know.
Here's the replay of Nakagami.
Well, that shot away from under him there, under braking.
Here in Qatar, seen this crash 1,000 times down the years here at the Lusail International Circuit.
He is on the brakes, down into turn 16, and as easy as that.
Was he just marginally offline? Didn't look like he was doing anything too. Race favourite. Everybody's tip for the top is Andrea Dovizioso. No doubt about that. There's Alex Rins then tipping off at the first corner while he was just...
He's just gone across the line of 55.6. That's faster than everyone in front of him. And Alex Rins, after such a strong performance this weekend, goes down from 6. Oh dear. Something went horribly wrong there for Johann Zarco. Oh, and unfortunately on the damp, on the power, winds it on, and that's all she wrote. Nasty, nasty crash. It's good news. We're watching here Marquez. Oh, he's gone, he's going to knock him off! Oh, on earth has he done it? He's done it again, and rushes on the grass. Down. And that's Marquez's crash again.
Here we go, Marc Marquez up the inside.
Exactly the same thing as he did earlier.
No room there.
Oh, well, this...
He knows it because...
either, I must admit, front end. I mean, it never settled, never settled.
He was just going way too hot there.
Of course, went down earlier on, and here's the replay of it into turn 15. Again, much like Marc Marquez, front end never really settling. And he tried, but that one you don't save.
I was in Argentina a couple of weeks ago. Oh, it's a high side. That's just not enough temperature. That was on his outlap.
Here he is chasing Johann Zarco and just asking a bit too much of that front end. Frustration for him.
And then for Alex Rins, he tried so hard to save it. The front went. He tried to pick it up on his elbow. Jorge Lorenzo actually did a brilliant job of a P-bike. Turn 1. Front end washing out from underneath him.
On the brakes we go. Lean angle, bang. Down we go. Rider okay.
Crash just where we saw Aleix Espargaro.
That's fast.
He never got that front end settled at all, did he? That is a fast old crash. Loose, didn't he? And this is the tumble. Quite a long way into the corner. This Reale Ducati.
Still a bit too hot, I think, there.
Yeah, you can see he was...
Ago we qualified in Jerez 0.5 slower than Marc Marquez. I would jump in the air, so happy I would be, but...
Drosa.
He was on a hot lap. Oh, that really snatched away from him there. Hopefully he's okay. He was on a good one.
He was.
Let's just see what happened.
Got in too hot in the Alex Crivier corner, didn't he? You can see that very often.
For turn 1, he wasn't. Just watching again there. Well...
He gets him one of the fast right-handers. It's Alex Crivier corner. He tried to hang on to that. That's where Alex Rins bailed out. It's a fast dog crash. Look at all the...
A good circuit in general for Dovizioso, and look where he is.
Sorry, Simon, we're going to have to cut in. We have to cut in. Dovizioso
made the move. Here's Pedrosa. Pedrosa's body position. What a monster high.
Do you know what?
But Danny Pedrosa.
The Australian Jack Miller, who of course had a decent result over in Jerez, and that is something you're going to see lots of this weekend. Cooler temperature. Just seeing here a replay then of the crash there at turn number 8 for Pol Espargaro, just on the exit of those double right-handers at the moment, and it looks like he's bitten off a bit too much there, Matt. That's over at turn number 7.
How early did that go down on him?
The bikers said no. No, exactly. I think you're right on the money there, Matt. We've got a minute left, and Cal's actually slightly wide.
He was out wide, wasn't he, yet? He was out wide, he was already committed, he decided.
This is the crash that he tried desperately to hang on to.
He thought he had that, didn't he? He really still was able to fire in a 1:31.774, which wasn't quite quickest of the session.
His reactions
on that bike, Luti, that will be your classic museum core.
Our riders line up for next year. We can go for an expert rider or maybe...
Front ender, yep, almost a little bit further into the corner.
off here. Petrucci's looking to extend his advantage.
He's down.
And he's
Oh,
down,
that's a
and he's
huge high
really
side.
pinned himself. Crutchlow, a massive high side. We're going to see the crash here, and yeah, oh, goodness me, tried to hold on to that. That's a fast old crash.
Marc Marquez had that crashing.
I rather fancy that you're probably right there, Matt. And yeah, it looked like he was underneath. Difficult one to work out that. From there from Dovi, he leads then. Oh, he's down! He's down at La Chapelle. Andrea Dovizioso goes down, leading this race. To pass Zarco soon, he's going to have his hands full because Danilo Petrucci and Rossi are coming. No, so he's down! Zarco's down! At turn 8!
He lost it. Oh, stoppy. No way. He got too much grip. And
Free practice 2 session for Marc Marquez. Yep, there you go. He's not saving that one. He's pretty magic, is Marc Marquez, but that one...
As we ride on board with Zarco. Yeah, that's nasty, that's high speed. That's going into Casanova. Turn 11 then. This is the Pelagio corner.
That just completely folded on him.
There's no, you know, one more mistake, you could be qualifying outside the top 10.
Oh, that's fast. That's over at
Biondetti.
To the back of this group.
Maverick Vinales just...
Oh, he's down! Marquez is down!
Oh, he's
the World Championship has tried to save it, and he has got...
Being Miller and Smith.
Oh, a nudge there. Bit cheeky. Bradley Smith stays up.
Ducati.
Just as he got on the throttle there.
Zarco had already picked ragged edge all the time. He is always going to give you that chance. Look at that.
No
Front
saving
10.
that.
You are not going to save those ones. You can put just got to the point where it's just hanging in there for the pace he's trying to run. Yeah, you don't save those ones. That was gone in. Will he be in World Superbikes? Will he have to look further afield? Classic front end washout at turn number 10.
Just as soon as he got on the power there. And flicked.
So far, his best weekend in MotoGP, just the front end washing out there, your classic turn 2 crash. That's why he's desperate to get it back to the pit lane, because he's just totaled the first bike in FP4.
And that is a fast old place to crash as well, it has to be said. Losing the front end. Battling here with Takaki Nakagami. No hope there at all of saving that.
Tell you what, so. Look at that, look how the front folded. The Mogami. Yeah, poor old Bradley Smith. Nakagami got in, it looked like he got it maybe rippling on a couple of bunks, snapped off on the floor as well. Oh, dearie me.
What's happened there? Oh,
well, you know what's happened? He's ran wide,
and then
he's looking to the vein.
This is De Bolt, isn't it? Turn 9. And then it's just...
De Bolt, yeah. Yeah, it's a...
Well, from 3rd on the Honda in 2011. That's a nasty old smash-up for Paul Espargaro.
Same place where Marquez lost the front.
Language sort of tells the story, really, doesn't it? Fast old crash there. Yeah, exactly the same as Lorenzo. Just as soon as he gets on the power. A mess. Oh, my goodness me. He was way out on the curbs there. I don't know if we're going to get an earlier shot. He's reached...
More speed. He just tried it, but probably was already very close to the limit. And
see what happened then. Oh, our screens have just gone blank at exactly the wrong moment in the commentary box here.
Yeah, he picked up the throttle there, hasn't he, Rossi? Look at this, his bike does not skip. If that bike digs Tito Rabat, now this is a fast old tumble. Having a bit of a tough time of it at the moment, Tito Rabat. No top 10 in his last 5 after a real...
This is the crash then for Alvaro Bautista. He was then going up the inside of his teammate, Karel Abraham. Tucks the front. Both of them were out slightly wide. They're just trying to get him away as quickly as possible. Now then, there was something that went horribly wrong there.
He's looking pretty precarious right now. This won't be helping his cause. That's the classic front end washout down the bottom of the hill.
Try to qualify well, because also every time we are in the first 2 rows, then it always end up in a good race with the...
Oh, dear me.
Goodness. Straight into the air fence. And Paul Espargaro wipes out the back. That's
Paul Espargaro actually tagged that Mayanoni. He goes down and then takes out Alex Rins. There you go, Paul Espargaro, he hit the back of Andrea. That's why, you know, some trail breaking in. Oh, he was out a bit wide, wasn't he? Yeah, he was just out a little bit wide. few barrel rolls over. It seems like he's going to be okay. It's all down to this man, though, Álvaro Bautista.
He's down.
Oh, he's gone down. That's just about coming up Horsepower Hill. Alex Rins won't know, but he can relax.
You know, this will just be giving the MotoGP riders in Q2 a bit of a warning here, Matt. There's a number of fallers here. They're
Stop and then go again.
Well, that might be looked at. That's a massive crash there. That looked really heavy. Whose fault was that?
Decelerating from top gear, 6th gear. Never really got it settled, didn't he? Trailing the brake into that tricky turn. Marquez session. Look at this. This was at turn 16, the famous Brooklands corner. He probably went into Brooklands, tips it left. Going. Finally gone, unfortunately, but you've got to...
In at least under their belt. Oh, wow. There's the crash for Tito Rabat, and that just shows you how fast it is at turn number 12. I tell you...
Turn 12. Yeah. Classic farm corner.
Well, the good news from that...
Probably the lowest speed crash of the...
Yeah, just off throttle.
Yeah.
Literally
Just
shut
took
the
some
throttle
weight off the front
took
end,
the weight
didn't
off. Yeah, Alex Rins has just got out of shape and he's run out. He's run off it. As
he jumped off.
He jumped off now.
Miller being chased by his Pramac Ducati teammate Danilo Petrucci at the front end, just watching out from underneath Miller as he trail braked in.
Weekend, given his brilliant result here in the wet last year, he finished in 2nd place. But yeah, that's not a great stunt. Tell you what, some decent avoiding action going. Yeah,
that's your classic turn 15 front end washout, isn't it? You've seen that crash. You've been coming to Misano since 2000.
You need to learn and listen and what the rider comment were about the bike. And yeah.
Jonas Folger will be Yamaha's European-based test rider. That's on board with Jack Miller. That went away from him. Here's the crash of Tom Luthi.
Front end never settling there.
Right at the start of the session, Steve, we saw him having really...
He's a quarter of a second down in sector 1.
That went very early for Bradley.
On the brakes, a lot of lean angle, and the slowest of tip-offs.
Yeah. Is this where he goes down? It is. Look at this. He's still trying to hang on, and then he just has to let go. But watch this. He's not even going to come to a stop, barely. He dangled a carrot in front of his teammate Jorge Lorenzo. Oh, Lorenzo's down. Jorge Lorenzo's crashed out of 2nd place.
You get, you know, a used tire. It's always more difficult to get the grip, to warm up the tire. You have to attack on the soft, on the medium. You know, when they restart quite easily. In the hard compound is more...
I haven't seen that crash more often this weekend as we look at Pol Espargaro. Oh, the last thing he needed was to drop down on that left column. Q2, here's Rossi. That's just that classic Aragon turn 2 tumble. He looked like he made...
Let's see what's happened to him here then. He's obviously tried to hold on to it. Turn 7. So, that's a... Went pretty early as he was downshifting. Bike's taken a couple of...
Right, and Andrea Iannone. You've seen that crash here in Aragon once. You've seen it 1,000 times. Cal Crutchlow and Valentino.
Enough, Marquez up to 2nd. In fact, he goes into the front of Lorenzo's gone down and turn 1.
He's high-sided.
7 top 10s on the spin, but not to be today after the mistake earlier. He just washes out the front, I'm afraid, and that great run comes to...
Going to be a top 12, and there he is in 6th place.
This is the crash for Cal Crutchlow into turn 1.
That went early. And probably fought for the victory. It's all kind of ifs, buts, whats and maybes, but turn 3. Oh dear. Oh dear, right on that right foot as well.
Me.
Slow leading onto long straights. If you go in too fast to them, trying to pass, you won't get the run down the next straight, the exit and the run down, so you can't...
Find entry into turn number 4, and that front tyre, you don't save those, not at that speed. That went away so quickly. Of costly...
You're never going to save that at that speed, as you rightly say.
Yeah, shifted back 3 gears, and this was the end of Dani Pedrosa's strong challenge.
Cool, that snapped away, didn't it?
He's going to be thinking when he sits in the hotel tonight, he'll be thinking, that was a golden chance for me to get back on the...
He is on a personal best lap. We look at the replay here of Bautista. Was he maybe just distracted by a bike that was exiting pit lane? Did he have to go...
This is a fast old crash. That's coming through turn number 12.
God blimey, that bike's absolutely wrecked.
Well, the rear wheel.
Team with DG in the front, but also unbelievable engineers who are very capable of...
Fast, slightly uphill left-hander.
Yeah, it's a third-gear corner. You go from a
5759, but still. Oh, Morbidelli's down.
Oh, it's a quick
Turn
one.
12. That's a huge crash. Turn 12. That
Goodness.
management that they were wrong to kick him through the exit door. He was
Slightly
out
wide.
Yeah, offline. Tioso. Crutchlow still holding third place from Rins. Oh, he's done. It's over. It's over. It's all done. Mid-corner, front end, just washing away from him. I don't know if he was just slightly offline, just perhaps carrying a little bit more speed, and that starting to come under a bit of pressure here.
Flying.
Oh, he's down.
Lukey Heights, and down he goes. As soon as he got any angle in there to turn 10. Other angle then, around Lukey Heights we go on the brakes. As soon as he got any angle in, bang.
He was braking straight up and down, Steve. He wasn't hardly carrying any lean angle.
That went quite early, didn't it? And the bike has gone barrel roll. Here we see a replay of Nakagami.
Oh.
Yeah. Nasty one, that.
How drive grip, just start picking the bike up while Siren's gone down at the first corner. That's a big, big crash for the Malaysian rider. The front end washing out.
Flags. Just a bit unsettled, and the front folds. Marc Marquez not even going to save that one.
Or whether it's him just adapting to the bike, or we need to change the bike. So it's a little bit difficult.
Pole position here in Phillip Island. That's the Bautista one.
That bike.
That's going to be a very second-hand match shifting. That seamless shift gearbox. It looked like he was in a bit hot.
Oh, now trying to challenge. Marquez! Oh, a huge crash! Zarco clipped the back of Marc Marquez into turn 1.
So at this point, he doesn't know he's there. Zarco then, nowhere to go. Front tyre contact with the back of Marquez.
The front end washout. Yep, there you go. That is your classic turn 2 clay of the Piero tumble. You can just see there your classic front end washout. It was quite a long way around that 08, which he set very early on in this session.
That's the crash from Xavier Simeon. He was trying to get his
9. Exactly where it happened in 2012. Exactly the same.
Let's just see what happened here then. So that's the bike of Jordi Torres barrel rolling through. We didn't see the start of that in
high speed, and it was quite painful, not only for me but as well for the bike.
Thank you, Carol.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, thanks for that, Simon. Great caddy, who will lead over the line.
And the good news is for Malaysian fans.
Marquez almost down.
And you know he's gone down.
He has gone down.
I think that would have his siren. Let's have a look here. He just loses it on the way into turn 15. See a replay of that one there from Rossi.
Do you know what? I think he lost the rear there.
Lean angle 70 degrees at that. All of the crashes so far today had been at turn 12 until this moment. On the brakes, tight left-hander. Starts to brake, bit of lean angle there as well. You have to be so careful, especially in the wet there. And yeah, look at that, the bike just turn 12 club then. Exactly the same crash. Perhaps a slightly softer landing for the German, and into the Realia Vintia rider. The rear comes round on him. Could have been a lot more vicious, but still.
Oh, the rear's just come round on him.
There was no saving that for the Frenchman, I'm afraid. Yep, just as soon as he flipped that throttle open, it was gone. The Aprilia rider just coming in, losing the front. That's your usual crash at turn 14, but times are tough. He said, I'm actually quite happy as we are. I'd like it to stay, as we watch the replay here of that high side from Valentino Rossi. It looks worse, actually. When you...
This could be a big blunder by Miller. Yeah, look at that. The front end, it was almost a carbon copy of what happened to Marc Marquez in the race last year. And 3 then. On the brakes, right-hander. Oh, he's down! Marc Marquez has made the mistake. He was already pushing that front with the world champion. On the brakes, Petrucci, a top wet weather riders. And look at that, Petrucci, the rear just came round on him.
Oh, the rear comes round, and that, that's a horrible crash for the world champion.
Tell you what, that shoulder would have popped out, I think. There's a bit shaken up here. Look at that. That almost pivoted round to a 360 on him.
Unbelievable.
Figueroa's crashed. He's now 8th.
Oh, another horrible crash.
That's the Petrucci Vinales job all over again, isn't it? Poor old Brad.
Get it stopped.
Yeah, he's
13. Oh, the rear's come round him at 13. That's just about the worst crash you could have.
That's what happened to Petrucci as well, wasn't it? Happened.
It's turn 12 for Valentino Rossi. In he goes. The back comes round on him. and down and out.